Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, we're gonna do chicken because there's a bunch of things you can do with chickens, and you can take. I've got two, but I'm gonna show you what to do with one. Starting with how to butcher a chicken, and then we're gonna go from there. But you could take one chicken, and from start to finish, you'll get exponentially more meals out of it than you think is possible. So anyway, butchering a chicken. It should be facing away from you. This is its butt, okay? Anatomy of the chicken, look it up if you want to. Pull the wings out. There's a joint right there. This is all about joints. So once you cut through the joint there, it's ready to go. Get through the skin. Boom, done. That goes in our little pan. Have a pan set aside so while you're doing this, you don't go touch everything in your kitchen with chicken all over your hands. All right, so you want wings there. Leg, pull, cut through the skin here, but you don't want to cut through the breast like I just did right there. Come down, use your thumb, these fingers in here, listen, pop, that's the joint popping, and then you just go down the backbone. Boom, there you go. Leg and thigh, same, but backwards. If you're left-handed, you'll do it the other way around, but hey, whatever. Your fingers and your thumb pop there. All you're doing is pushing the joint out of its little casing there. One of the best parts of the chicken is right here. I'll show you. And right there is what's called the oyster. It's delicious. I pull them out and grill them and just eat them. Nobody else gets to eat those except for me. Okay, so then you want to turn it back over, facing away from you again. This is the keel bone in the middle. It's actually cartilage, it's not really a bone. You want to cut down one side or the other. So you go down and then work your way back. Now, if you want to get all old school French technical, you're supposed to go in here and pull the wishbone out. I actually watched an old Julia Child video the other day where she butchered a chicken. It was an entire hour-long episode on how to butcher a chicken. Nobody's got time for that. Bless Julia, though. All right, so you get down to the wishbone, pull back there. Use your fingers to bring the breast meat, because you've got a flap right there. You want that to stay together. Use your fingers, pull that out, stick in here where the breastbone is down here, boom, across the rib cage, down, down. Now you've got this thing where you're exposing another joint. There you go. Once you hear that pop, it's done. All right, then you just cut through the skin. Clearly this knife isn't as sharp as it could be, but quarantine times I don't have my stone to sharpen it, so we're just gonna go with it. Hopefully your knives are sharper than mine right now. Stick your finger in here, but know your finger's in there. Don't go through and cut your finger off. Right down the other side of the keel bone, till you get to the wishbone, pop, boing, fingers, cut through that, All right, butchered chicken. Now, once you've got it broken down to the point where you're basically dealing with a chicken carcass, and really, this knife is bad. Put it right into your stock pot. Boink, there it is. In the stock pot, 4 carrots, 2 Spanish onions, 2/3 of a bunch of celery. I put 1 ancho chili that I pull apart, leave the seeds in there, the whole deal. Some thyme, some bay leaf, cold water. Bring that up to a simmer and it's good to go. Once you have your chicken in a pan, I made a marinade for it. I'll tell you what it's in the marinade. Just pour it right over there. Boom, boom, boom. That's half a white onion or a yellow onion, whatever. 4 cloves of garlic, a bunch of cilantro, 2 serrano chilies without the seeds, 2 juiced lemons, and some olive oil. Blend that up, put it in there. All right, we're gonna grill these later and do the like. All right, so we got all of our chicken butchered, hanging out in the green goo. You want your fire to be started and go for as long as you can and keep it hot. Something you want to do is we're gonna actually look in here. You come here. You want a hot side, a not so hot side, and a cool side. That's how you should set it up. In relativity to the air spout, good barbecue will actually have air that goes from the bottom, raises up, shoots out, good to go. All right, fire's hot. We had this thing up here onto the thermometer that we mentioned the other day. This was at 450. It's okay, we're good. That reason you want it to sit is because you want the grills on which your food are gonna be placed to be hot, really hot. All right, so we got our chicken in the green goo. Again, salt. We're gonna talk about salt in a second. And don't be shy with the salt. Go crazy, because you've got a lot of surface area that you're seasoning with one area. Buy real salt. Here, kosher salt. It's $4. It's not iodized. It's real salt. It doesn't taste like anything but salt. It's impossible to get in Europe. Europe, please start getting this salt. Okay. We've also got a bucket of tomatillos that have been soaking in water for a couple of hours. This is just salted water. Little salt, little water. When the salt dissolves, pour it over the tomatillos and leave them in their skins. We're gonna throw them right on the fire. Run away. Right in the middle portion. You don't want them to burn, but you do want them to get charred. Water, bye. Okay, good. Now your chicken's seasoned. It's been marinating for over an hour. You can marinate this for a day if you want. You can marinate it however long you want. Hopefully over an hour or so. Get it all gooey. It's happy. Start with your legs and thighs because they're thicker. They will cook longer. Then you've got your breasts right on the hot. And your wings. Can go anywhere. All right, get rid of this. It's been soaking in chicken goo. Don't turn this into a sauce like some lazy asshole. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Once you've used a marinade, it's done its job. All right. You want to season the other side of the chicken because it takes zero time and only lazy people season one side of a meat. All right, so we're done with that. We're gonna let all of this get super happy. You want to char the outside of the chicken but not burn it. There is a difference. Putting things on the grill involves taking it off. Yeah. All right, bye. All right, we're gonna look at the chicken. Come on in. So this is the idea that you're looking for. We're shooting at night, sorry. You want that char but not burn, okay? So once you got that, you flip them all over. You want the other side to get a char on it as well. Takes a couple minutes. I'm gonna call it 5 or 6. Don't cook via clock. Timing things is never accurate. You have different density, you have different fat content, you have different everything, and every single thing that you use, especially if you're using fresh, amazing produce and proteins, just don't do that. Pay attention to what you're doing and it'll come out better. All right, so say we've got it here. Now this is why you want a hot side and a cool side. Bring your chicken over to the cool side. Leave your tomatillos all going happy and close the lid. You've just created an oven. So this thing will get back up to temp. We'll wait. I'm gonna imagine it's probably around 400 degrees now. You've got coals along the whole bottom. So once that's gone for a chicken, especially if you have like a store-bought American chicken, let's call it 45 minutes to an hour. You can check the temperature with a thermometer. You should have a thermometer around your house somewhere. Stick it in there. The USDA says that your chicken should be 165 degrees. Nobody's ever eaten a chicken that's 165 degrees and been happy about it. You're shooting for, in my opinion, 135 degrees. Again, if you use pasture-raised chickens, they're kicking dirt on themselves, they're defleeing themselves, they're eating proper food. You're not gonna worry about things like salmonella. That's the big killer. Don't forget about the things that are gonna kill you while we're all focusing on the one thing that can kill you now. Anyway, so we wanna let that go for 40 minutes or so, 45, back to what I said before, and then we'll pull them off and we'll take a look at what we'll do with it after that. Cool.
Okay.
All right, chickens are basically cooked. So we're gonna take the tomatillos that we basically burned on the grill in their paper. They come out looking like this. I saved 3 of them. So you can see how to shuck them. They're really easy. If you want, you can turn on some cold water. Because you've got these straggly, burnt, charred bits. Just run a little bit of water on that. And you pull them off from the stem. The stem is really thick, so you can just get your fingers underneath it and then chuck that in. Okay. So we've got our tomatillos, garlic. Okay, there are a lot of people that are specific about things that you do with garlic, blah, blah, blah. I just pull the back end off. I used to work with a chef that called this Satan's penis. It's true. The back of garlic is just so bitter, it will ruin anything that you put it in. So throw it away. There you go, bye. Now you got the rest of the garlic. Get that off, just crush it. It's going in the blender. Another chef that I worked with back when I was a stupid young cook told me something that was fantastic. He said, start with the end in mind and do it right the first time. Well, the end in mind here is to have a sauce that makes your chicken fantastic. So this is another serrano. We're just gonna cut down the middle of the serrano. You can take the seeds out because you want the flavor but not the heat. So just pull those out. Help the blender out a little bit. This is all going in a blender though. Okay, so here we'll do that. Just push, stick your knife down, pull. There you go. Any seeds that you have, they're gone. Throw it in there. All right. A bunch of cilantro and a lime. Now say you have a lime that is not presenting juiciness, throw it in the microwave for 20 seconds. You pull it out and it opens it up. You can actually juice it. There. Don't drop it in there because you want that. There you go. If you want to get really, if you're super into citrus or the acidity, and you want the flavor of the lime to be more prominent, you can zest the lime and put the zest of that lime in there and then juice it as well. We're gonna throw a little salt in here. Oh, I left the salt outside. Let's just pretend there's salt in there. Okay, cool. Now while that's blending, we have the chicken stock that we were working on over here. I don't have a ladle, so I'm going to use a coffee cup. You just want a little bit in the pan. There you go. You can cut them. All right, so you got everything blended up. You have your stock in your pan. Just going to introduce that to that. It's basically the same thing that you're using as the marinade, but it's fresh and not contaminated with chicken. All you want is that to get hot, turn into the same consistency, and then we're going to throw a pat of butter at it. Don't be shy with the butter. You can get this hot, but for now we're just going to throw it right in there. That'll get all gooey and happy. Then, this is just some sweet potato that I baked and mashed with cilantro butter. Butter, cilantro, and salt. That's it. Boom. There you go. Then you have your chicken over here. I don't eat breast, at least not chicken ones. So there's a thigh and leg. Put that there. Take your sauce. Let it get happy. Steal a spoon. And if you want to do anything else with this, you can. But there you go. It's colorful. It's tasty, it's crunchy, it's salty, it's got chili, it's got acid, it's got the tomatillos, which are this fantastic acidic tomato to start with. And then you have all of the other chicken. So the chicken that you have left over, you're going to pull and use for a soup with your stock. Make some enchiladas, which the next thing is going to be enchiladas. So keep watching these things. I'm annoying, but I will give you good information. You could do chicken salad sandwiches. You can do anything with chicken, a couple chickens, and you're good for however many days you've got to be stuck in the house. And feed your kids, and it's something interesting and it's something new. So be nice to each other and fuck right off.